Randall Tex Cobb walked into a Houston arena on November 26, 1982, and did something no one in that building could quite believe. He let the heavyweight champion of the world hit him for 15 straight rounds, and he never stopped smiling. You might already know his face. That terrifying, grinning figure strapped with a grenade, roaring out of the desert in Raising, Arizona. Hollywood called him a force of nature, but before any camera ever found him, he was standing in the middle of the Astrodome, both eyes swollen nearly shut, blood on his lips, taking everything Larry Holmes had, and refusing to fall. Up in the broadcast booth, Howard Cosell, the most iconic voice in American sports, was watching in silence. Something was breaking inside him. Whatever he witnessed that night, it would end a legendary career in broadcasting. To understand how a man ends up grinning through that kind of punishment, you have to go back to the beginning. Cobb was born in Bridge City, Texas, in 1950, and grew up in Abilene, the kind of West Texas place where toughness isn't a personality trait, it's just Tuesday. He played football, earned a college spot, and then walked away from it all at 19 to train in a karate dojo. He had no money, so he made a deal: mop the floors, scrub the mats, and sleep there in exchange for instruction. Most people would call that rock bottom. He called it finding himself. What he discovered was a strange truth. Pain genuinely did not bother him. When full-contact kickboxing emerged in the mid-1970s, Cobb took to it immediately. He knocked out a Golden Gloves champion at one of the first full-contact events ever held in Texas, and the boxing world took notice. A promoter sat him down with fight film and sent him to Joe Frazier's gym in Philadelphia to learn the sweet science properly. He turned professional in 1977 with a remarkably simple strategy: let them punch themselves out on him and outlast everyone. His first 13 professional fights all ended the same way: the other man on the canvas. Then came the night that made the legend real. In August 1980, he stepped in on short notice against Ernie Shavers, widely regarded as the hardest puncher in heavyweight history. Muhammad Ali once said, "Shavers hit him so hard, he felt his ancestors." Cobb stood in there, absorbed everything Shavers threw, and stopped him in the 8th round. His response afterward was delivered completely deadpan: "If anyone hits harder than Shavers, I'd shoot him." Outside the ring, the same fearlessness applied. When a friend, a newspaper columnist, was surrounded by an angry crowd in Philadelphia, Cobb walked into the middle of it without hesitation. According to accounts, he took one look at the mob and reportedly said, "I sure hope this is the softball team." It wasn't. He came out with a broken arm and 0 regrets. That was the man standing across from Holmes in 1982. He lost every round on every scorecard. He was never knocked down. He finished all 15, put his arm around the champion afterward, and reportedly said, "That was fun. Let's do it again." Holmes never agreed to a rematch. His hands couldn't take it. Cosell announced his retirement from boxing shortly after and cited that fight as the reason. Cobb considered it his greatest achievement in life, ranking it above anything else he ever accomplished. He went on to build a film career, play iconic villains, earn a magna cum laude degree from Temple University at 57, and win a $10.7 million defamation verdict that was later overturned on appeal. He never stopped being exactly who he always was. If this story stayed with you, hit like and subscribe. The next one is already waiting.